For the next video in the series, we invited Dave Lucchesi, Area Fisheries Supervisor for South Dakota Game, Fish, and Parks, to talk about aquatic invasive species in South Dakota.
Aquatic invasive species, AIS, are introduced species that have a negative impact on the environment, economy, and the public. When introduced into a new environment, invasive species often lack predators or diseases. They are more competitive than native species, which allows them to quickly reproduce and rapidly increase in number. Management of invasive species costs an average of $1.4 billion annually, while damage from invasive species costs over $18 billion annually. AIS are typically introduced by natural pathways or human pathways. Natural pathways include flooding, connectivity between waters, and other natural dispersal methods. Human pathways, which are more frequent, can include boating, angling, aquaculture, or the pet trade. Once an invasive species is introduced, they may be able to expand their range to new locations. There are several AIS species in South Dakota, including silver carp, bighead carp, common carp, Asian clam, zebra mussels, rusty crayfish, curly-leaf pondweed, Eurasian water milfoil, and purple loosestrife. Invasive fish species prey on or compete with native species for food or alter the existing environment to become less ideal for native species. For example, silver carp and bighead carp feed on and compete for plankton, which is important to native species such as paddlefish or gizzard shad. Silver carp are also able to jump up to 10 feet in the air and damage property or injure people. Common carp and grass carp can root around on the bottom of lakes, which can decrease water clarity. Invasive plant species compete with natives by growing more aggressively, outcompeting them for space or spreading in unique ways. For example, Eurasian water milfoil can spread by fragmentation, which means even a small, disconnected piece can spread into a new area and establish an entirely new population. Curly-leaf pondweed grows earlier than natives, which allows it to dominate the system before natives have a chance to grow. Other invasive plants like purple loosestrife and Phragmites can grow along the shoreline, which can limit access to the water and reduce native species abundance. Invasive invertebrates, such as zebra mussels and Asian clam, will filter large volumes of water. This reduces the number of plankton available for native mussels and juvenile fish like walleye. Zebra mussels also damage property and infrastructure by attaching and forming large colonies. This can cost a lot of money to manage and remove them. Other invasive invertebrates, such as rusty crayfish, are more aggressive than native crayfish and can outcompete them for food and space. Currently, there are 19 AIS in the state of South Dakota. Game, Fish, and Parks have identified 10 additional AIS that are present in neighboring states and have the potential to invade South Dakota. These include black carp, starry stonewort, and spiny water flea. Limiting the spread and impact of invasive species is a constant battle, but awareness of AIS is the first step in reducing their spread.